Alchemist here. This time for Brame. So far, very much been a series where Alchemist
undefeated. Yeah, it's like you pick Alch, you win pretty much.
Is that going to be the case here, or do you think DGG are onto something with how to approach and beat the Alchemist?
They might run into the same issue that DGG had in the previous game with two of these supports, where if they're playing from behind, like they can't really do much. But Shadow Demon, kind of forgotten hero. The hero's still good. Like, the hero's still good. It's gonna come out when people start the theory, oh, you know, Luna's popular. We need a save inside a Chronosphere. This Wyvern has been amazing so far in the series. He's been playing in 3 games, so we need to have some kind of save. So his positioning is gonna need to be the key. On the other side, they do have Lycan. Lycan against Zeus and Shadow Demon works really well. The only one who can stop it is pretty much Kunkka, and that's it. And also not enough lockdown for Ember Spirit. So I'm kind of leaning towards DGG here.
All right, well, let's see if they
Sometimes I convince myself, though, and when I'm like, okay, Brame has a good draft, then I start talking, I'm like, yeah, a lot of things that I just said make sense to me. So
wow, let's see if that's the case. Could it, it'd be quite the call to make when we consider how good of a track record Alk has had this series. Let's see if indeed DGG have managed to figure him out here in Game 3. See, Thug is chasing this one down, but won't be able to stick around anymore. And sort of overall, what do you think of the lane setups? I mean, we heard from the panel, right? They were kind of getting inside about... Actually, well, thought, because this should be First Blooder, I think. Thug, he's dead. First Blood for Pleb.
He nice played with fire and he got burned.
He did.
He was, but at least on the bottom lane, 11 is getting some CS.
Sure.
Trying to get some CS as Batrider.
And talking about 11 on the back, do you mind this, or would you have rather seen them play the Bat mid, or do you think this is going to be okay with Bat being taken to the side lane and them favouring to put the Kunkka mid instead?
I don't think they could have gotten something else other than... like what Kunkka provides them, it gives them team fight, it gives them catch. Great against the Wind Ranger, great against Ember Spirit, Lycan, and also when Wyvern uses Cold Embrace, it's also set up for his abilities. So I'm okay with that. It's something that South America did during the major. Thunder, no, it wasn't Thunder Awaken, it was Beast Ghost who played Batrider from the offlane 2 or 3 games, and they looked really good. It wasn't the standard Batrider build that we see from the mid lane with the Boots of Travel. It was mostly like Tranquil Boots, Drums, even Bongo Boots first item into Blink BKB type of a build, because you're playing more like utility, which I'm fine with.
So let's see how well the mid goes. I mean, 10 for 2 against the 8 for 2 so far. I mean, overall, we sort of agree. I think the panel was saying that this is a matchup that sometimes the Ember can suffer against the amount of physical Kunkka kicks out.
He can, yeah. I've seen Embers do tend to just like lose this matchup because Kunkka physical damage can be a bit too overwhelming, and that's another one. That's the second kill for Pleb. So if he wants to go for Hand of Midas this, no, just kidding. Yeah, this time around, it seems like it's just going to be the phase boots to be able to outrun the Batrider, have that extra movement speed, which I'm okay with.
Yeah. He's having a good time down. He's going to be very happy with that. Couple of kills against Thug. Looks going to have to be more careful there. Can't afford to be feeding away kills to the Monkey King. See, top lane. I guess there's no reason to believe that Nobito is not going to have a pretty chill time up here, right? Or could pressure be put on by the Lycan?
I don't think any of the offlaners are going to die, especially looking at the itemization. Wind Ranger did start with the headdress. You have a built-in regeneration on Lycan, so you can't really harass people so much with the Alchemist. Like even Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon is not that strong at the early levels. He's very good at stacking. He's good once he gets to his like blink lens timing. It's a different hero. He's just not strong in the lane. Let's see if maybe next time can get the courier. Yes, you can.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Top lane so far. I mean, kind of across the board, really. Pretty even. Thug. He's going to come in with the rotation towards the mid. They have the X mark set up. So if he's got anywhere to play his way out, he has. Nicely timed on the sleight of fist, making sure that he was out of the game when that pullback from the X mark came into play.
11 getting a solo kill against 2 hero. That's pretty nuts.
Yeah, I guess that's why you let him take the bat to the offlane if he's going to do that. That's a very nice kill, especially considering the 2 kills that Pleb had already picked up down there. So being able to put a stop to his little bit of a streak that he was growing. Is he back in action though? Returning to the lane, looks like they will be able to punish 11. So, she knocks him back with the flame break. He's got Tango, but it won't save him. So, he may have taken down Pleb. Maybe sticks around longer than he should have. Pleb gets the return kill.
Pleb did have 20 magic wand charges when I clicked on him after he died. I'm not sure if he did not want to pop it, wanted to save it for the... Because he's like, I'm already dead anyway, mid lane. Very skilled matchup here on the mid lane. Both the heroes like using the fairy fires last second to be able to survive. Have the same amount of XP, Kunkka. Let's see if he decides to go for the... Oh, X mark's not ready. Not available.
Top lane. And Nobito will have a concoction to hold back MNT and keep himself safe, but still taking a lot of damage.
Oh, he was trying to go for the
he was
body block.
thinking about it there, own mate. And how's Nobito doing on the regen out there in that lane? He is completely out.
Spartan's doing a lot of stacking. That's why Nobito is kind of struggling in the lane. He has clarity and the healing salve as well. Gonna pop it on Alchemist.
A little bit of an early lead here for DGG this time, and not being the team with the Alchemist, it's gonna feel pretty good here. 3 for 1. See Nobito be able to do something about that pretty soon here with the stacks that he'll start have a shot at clearing. Just give him a very, very nice bump back up on his gold.
Spartan already prepared. He put down the sentry and an observer ward and is going to be the one trying to collect some XP. At the top, Alchemist, level 5.5. Using a healing salve for himself.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And they're trying to make some sort of move over to this area, DGG. You know, they're going to get in there and be able to scout out the state of the stacks. Rotation from Wish.
420 gold from the runes. Nice. For on side of Brame.
Brame, they'll make the rotation bottom. Grab onto Lodi. Wish quick with the combo. Be able to get a kill out of this. Not necessarily the carry kill though. Pleb's still fine to take most of the space that he was given on that bottom lane now and continue to CS rather nicely. When it comes down to the CS, it is 11 that's got the least out of farming this early game. A little bit of an attempt there to catch Nobito with the shackle. Likely to do so there with the trees blocking the way as well.
And once again, you don't need to stack. They're the ones trying to invade. The stacks being made by the enemies. Nobito, the stun's gonna follow.
I think he's sort of outplayed himself there, MTD. I think he was going to go for some sort of concoction dodging play, but ends up charging straight into it, and he's dead. He sort of outplayed himself on that one. As now MNT, he'll also die, so they may have been able to interrupt some of the stacks that Nobito was trying to clear, but end up sort of losing 2 heroes right underneath Nobito's nose. So Alchemist, he'll be happy at the end of that. You may have taken the stacks, but he's going to get some golden XP from those kills.
Forgot about the Dota mechanics. Like, it's still going to follow you. He tried. And look at the damage. He's like, oof, oof. Yeah, what was that?
Yeah, because I think there's some projectiles, right, that if you do Remnant aggressively into it, kind of, you pass through it and then it sort of soaks it up.
Yeah, but this wasn't executed to that point. Like, it was just not good execution, but it is what it is. They paid with his life. Alchemist, sometimes you don't need to kill Alchemist, you need to just stop him from farming. If you can follow him and be very annoying, what they tried to do with the Vindranger and the Wolves, so Nobito was not able to get some farm. Let's swap to net worth. Yeah, he's still on the top.
Yeah, only 11 that's a little behind on the net worth this game.
Radiant's top tower
Did get that 1 kill against Pleb in the lane, but outside that, hard to really put pressure on, especially if he's being left on his own. Sometimes Thug has been looking elsewhere to make plays on the map. So it will be a slow start for the bat. A pretty happy start for Pleb.
Club's gonna have a really good timing on the Echo Saber this time around, and like just gonna go back to the previous game where you have Power Treads and Hand of Midas, and then go for Echo Saber. Like there's a window where you kind of don't want to join the fight, but if you're going for the Echo Saber on your carry monkey, like you want to join early on.
Again, we'll see MTD. Some nice aggressive farming here. Always making sure he has the Remnant defensively placed, enabling to step up and just continue to try and limit the camps that Nobito has free access to. Let's top. They'll look for the kill here. Lastos at the ready. Into the concoction. That should do it. Wish also turning up the 3 cores, joining forces together to make sure they can slam down ONB on that attempted push.
And Lycan used the ulti. They are doing a very good job protecting the tower. That means also that the supports don't need to care for a minute and a half now that they're gonna get overran by Lycan. Still a bit under-leveled on Zeus, so he's the one trying to soak up some experience on the mid lane, level 3, trying to find some farm to get that level 4.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
This should Pleb getting his Echo Saber complete. We'll see MTG jump back over to the mid lane, but Wish will hold him back with the X mark. Not looking to set up a plan. Actually, yeah, MNT.
Just for the style points.
Yeah.
They definitely didn't plan to try to grab the kills. Spartan gonna pick up the Invis rune after being smoked, so they know something is going on. Pleb just got enough money for the Echo Saber, so he's definitely gonna join. Whenever there's gonna be a fight, he's gonna be ready with the TP, come into the fight, has a point in Wukong's.
See what Spartan wants to do here. Let's give us some info for the team. TP's coming in now. Spartan might be able to set something up. They're gonna look to drop the ult here onto Omi. X mark into the boat. Omi, is there any way out of this?
Nice play from Hurricane. He pushed himself out of it.
He's still gonna get caught by the disruption, but it looks like he will be able to live. Indeed, that nice little bit of micro will keep him alive. Now with DGG turning up, they should be at least able to get one out of this. They'll take out Spartan. And some respect there as well. Nobito throwing out the tip towards Omi, and that definitely was a respect tip for that sort of play.
That was nicely done. I want to see that again. This is the creep that, I don't know, for some reason I always think maybe we're just old, we're too used to it. Like he's going to use the, well, what's it called? The tornado, yeah. And then he's like, what the hell is that?
As you said, we'll see it again here. Using the Wild Wing Ripper. Just getting that extra little bit of distance away. So no chance, I think. Because I think maybe Nobito would have been able to get the concoction off.
And also he was keeping the distance from the catapult, so Wish could not get the cleave off and finish him off. While all this was happening, Nobito dies.
Oh. All right. Looks like he's pushing down the mid lane. That's a big kill. Okay. DGG's going to be pretty happy, I think, with the game. 12 minutes in, 5-5. And as we can see, Pleb, he's keeping up with the farm of the Alchemist. They're dead even. And that's always great news for the hero that's not the Alchemist.
There's a saying, if you're not ahead as an Alchemist, you're behind as an Alchemist.
That's not wrong.
Just made that up. But it makes sense when you think about it.
See what they can do mid. Brame. Actually off the mark there with the boat combo. Now Omi with the ultimate. He's just going to be able to run down Thug. Even Wish has to be a bit careful here. He's not going to want to do much more. I mean, 11 and Spartan are watching from the side. Kind of hard for them to get in on this fight. As Lodi, he is 6. He has a curse if it's necessary. We'll see the lasso attempted. I mean, it will get them the kill on Lodine, but 11's going to die for that. Another kill picked up by DGG as they continue to have the slightly favorable early game.
Lycan, when he has ulti available, they kind of struggle right now dealing with all these like summons, especially the 2 supports. You can send it, you can just go on top of them, and they're gonna have a really hard time. But they need to like make something happen. The Alchemist needs to farm up his Radiance, does have Sacred Relic, only needs Talisman of Evasion.
Wish has got his eyes on MTD, but not really the mana to go for a combo of sorts. I mean, they have They're about heading over,
Nicely
but
done.
yeah, it's just such a hard catch, especially when 11 doesn't have the lasso. MTD has been pretty well prepared this game with Remnants. Always over his side of the map, ready to back off after heading into these dangerous areas of the map.
I'm a bit surprised that Kunkka decided to go for Shadow Blade as his first item. Like, maybe he thinks, you know, I'll try to catch people off guard. This is how we're gonna play. MNT does have a couple of stick charges, but no wind run available. It's a difficult matchup against, especially against the Shadow Demon. You get purged, and you're gonna sit in space, sit in a spot, not be able to use the wind run.
At the same time, I won't mind tanking that sort of aggression. Still giving this consistent space to the rest of his cores. Pleb continuing to be barely behind the Alchemist. It's incredibly close as the two of them scale up. And Pleb is going to look to pump up his gold even more here with eyes on Spartan. Wukong's command down. A defensive disruption used for now, but should still die to the ultimate. Indeed he does. In fact, loading comes in for the last touch. Let's see what Wish can do about this. See if his combo's enough to bring down the Wyvern. It isn't quite. Loading's going to be able to get out of there. Pleb up into the trees. Concoction will follow up. Loading hidden away nicely to the side. He should be okay. And Pleb also not going to be chased into the tree line here, so the two of them get out.
That was nicely done by Pleb. He did not want to heavily commit on Shadow Demon, instead using the Wukong's command to be able to zone him out, get the kill, because he still knows there is a tower. Even though they have vision, he does not want to go in there and risk unnecessary death.
Using the ult, but MTD already had the Remnant down, so the slow not to be an issue at all. Right, Brame, they are going to smoke into the triangles, see if they can catch any of the cores of DGG backing up to this spot. 11 with the lasso at the ready. We'll see what they can catch. Own me. It'll be a tasty grab. As on his own. There'll be no help for him. Not even needed to use the lasso. Not a bad catch at all there for Brame.
Yeah, good one. He didn't pop the ulti, but he took over the dragon, so he can still get some farm, scout things out. I think Roshan's going to be on the menu in the next couple of minutes for both of these teams. Especially DGG. Like, if they decide to smoke up, try to get a kill there with Leica, they have enough sustain and damage to take it down.
Wish is going to reveal himself. To go for the dive, bring a hit onto MTD, but up in the trees, Pleb's ready to jump in. He's in on top of 11, Lasso's there. Curse will lock the two of them down, keeps Pleb safe and allows MNT and MTD to set themselves into position for the shackle shot, the sleight of fist, cut down a second, double kill for MTD. Wish trying to run, but Pleb will finish him off. DGG, they take down 3, Nobito not able to commit in for a concoction either, so Brame, they won't be able to take anything more than the kill against the Wind Ranger.
I mean, I know Panel was talking about it. We said it's the first, second game, now even in the third game. His performance on Wyvern is top-notch.
He gets it every time.
Every single time. Like, I don't remember seeing him use a bad ultimate.
That's definitely looking pretty dangerous in his hands. 17 minutes in, I mean, we saw the last 2 times, and both games got pretty one-sided in the mid-game. The lineup with the Alchemist decently ahead by this minute, both times, both game 1 and then game 2. But here in game 3, see Brame, you know, with Nobito on the Alchemist, but overall, the net worth, it's even, which is definitely going to show that, you know, DGG have come into this third game, and it seems like, you know, the way they want to approach the Alchemist lineup, so far so good.
Pleb going for SNY, Echo Saber build. He's super tanky on a Monkey King. And next gonna be the BKB, even though they have some abilities that go through magic immunity, like, you still want to get it. And he's going for the solo kill.
And that was pretty big. He gets the Wukong's command off before 11 was able to burn his tree. So good amounts of damage, and now with the ability to chase, they'll use the curse here to make sure that Pleb can set up in position to finish with the kill, but a defensive disruption comes out just in time. Spartan is able to save him, and now it's going to be DGG losing both their heroes. Loading and Pleb taken down. 11 will live.
They needed to bring an extra hero, just like one power shot, one shackle shot, or anything from Lycan, one ability from Ember Spirit would be enough to finish him off, and probably Pleb lives there.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I mean, that was a great couple of kills. I feel like we didn't curse the curse, did we? There. I mean, he used the curse. Would they have got the kill if they didn't curse? Because it looked like he was going to be slowed enough by the Arctic Burn for Pleb to get the last few hits.
We'll see that again.
Did that, stopping Pleb getting the damage, or was it needed either way to close the gap in on him? We'll see. Because I think Pleb may have got this.
295.
He was
100 move speed, I think, when he... Wait a sec. Okay, it was from the curse. Okay, but I think
Pleb
they would have
gotten
gotten the kill. Yeah, they had the Orb of... Does he have Orb of Venom still in the... He does have Orb of Venom, so he would be able to slow him down. We cursed the curse.
We did. We said he hadn't come in with a rough one. That one, maybe you could argue, did mean that the Pleb wasn't able to finish the kill. And you can understand why he used it, but obviously didn't work out that extra time that he would have needed to do the damage himself, Lodine, meaning there was more than enough opportunities for Brame to turn up and turn things around.
And while all this is happening, DGG goes inside the pit. They take it. It's going to be Pleb holding the Aegis. So having a secondary life. Kunkka does have full silver, right? So going more right-click oriented build.
Got the vision on him. Get the boats off, so a little bit of damage protection from that run, but not enough. Pleb and MTD, they'll take him out. Also over to the side, Thug will fall. DGG back and now looking to make these moves, grouped up as a full team. When it comes to the full team fight situations, DGG, they've got some great kill potential. Now up top, quick TPs to see if they can pick up something extra. Spartan, he's been found. One turn with the disruption, but the chains, they're already out. There's nowhere for Spartan to run. DGG
getting the kills.
Pleb is
pretty
on
much
his own.
everywhere.
Let's see what he can do with the second life. Lodine's got a curse ready.
Available.
It's a good curse. And with the Wukong's command ready, the concoction causing the self-stun onto Nobito. He's trapped in the ultimate. There we go, Lodine back on to hitting the big ones.
He's just playing behind Pleb. Like, he knows exactly, like, his map reading is so good. He knows exactly where the enemy team is gonna be, and that self-stun on the Alchemist did help out quite a lot. Couldn't get the BKB off. It's a 9-second BKB. He bought the BKB like, what, 6-7 minutes ago? Haven't used it since.
2K lead now for DGG, the squad without the Alchemist.
Excellent.
Looking very good from them so far. All 3 cores nicely farmed. Now, Brame's got to be so careful about how they proceed. Now, Wish is going to continue to look for these opportunities to hunt. Does he want to try for MTD? It's a slippery hero to catch. Yeah, look towards MNT instead. See if MTD can do anything to help out. They're going to jump forward from Loading. Cold Embrace will buy a little bit of safety for MNT, but he will still die. MTD with his own BKB will opt to TP out through the remainder of that one, and now the chase will continue over towards Loading. He's not going to be able to blink out of this with Nubito on top of him with the burn of the Radiance. The damage instead of the concoction. They'll bring down the Wyvern. On the backlines though, looks like Only it was able to wrap around. They've cleaned up both supports. There's a buyback from MNT. The lasso's there, but the shackle will lock them down. They will kill Owned Me, but they've got to run. And DGG, they're ready to keep chasing. Nubito's BKB coming to an end. The Primal Spring slows there. They need buybacks. They're going to commit him with the 2 of them. There's the shackle into the Wukong's command. This is a dangerous spot for Brame to fight. And Omi, he picks up a 3rd kill from the graveyard with his summons with the Ancient Black Dragon. As they can't quite kill MTD, he's still alive. They really want to fetch him off, but they don't feel strong enough to get into the Wukong's command. Flame Break is there. MTD will finally fall. See what more Brame can chase for there. Off towards Pleb. Into the trees. Pleb should be fine. He's even got the Boundless Strike up again in a second if they do continue to chase, so can't hold them back.
Only he knows what the job is. Like, he goes in, deletes the 2 supports immediately, goes around, does not get caught by anything, dies in the process after that, but he already got the job done, forcing the buyback from 11 and Spartan. I don't know, Pleb on Monkey King really feels nice. Like, he knows the limits of the hero, and this time around, they do have Winter's Curse, and that's level 2 curse, so a bit of a less cooldown. Gonna have it more often. Nothing too big. Tug, gonna try to D-ward.
Oh, Pleb was thinking about looking for the setup. I mean, Wish now sort of charging back over. He'd like to try for an X mark. He won't get it. Own me, ultimate back online.
Radiant are scanning.
Wish. Sort of the best one at trying to frontline and clear out these waves right now, but definitely doesn't mean it that it's not scary. Still not quite got the BKB.
Very close, 600 gold away. Then he's gonna feel much more comfortable coming into the fight, not caring too much about the curse, and also Ember Spirit, the shackles, will be able to move throughout the fight and deal damage. 11 trying to set things up on bottom. Does not have a blank dagger, so someone else needs to try to surprise him.
And MTD's ready with reactions. As soon as he senses something is up, he's out of here. And suddenly this 4-man movement from Brame. Not going to catch anyone out. With the top lane, Brame loses the tier 2. DGG starting to build the pressure up towards the high ground. Smoke time from the 3 of them. The curse set up into a Wukong's command that can pretty much kill anybody. Especially if they're grouped up. See what Pleb can find the vision for here. Spartan. Gonna try and get some illusions out, get some information, but in a dangerous area. It's gonna try for the TP. Ooh! Lucky with that one there, yeah. Pleb. Going for the first thing he sees, and it was indeed that illusion that Spartan had prepped.
Can't blame him. I mean, everyone would do that.
Yeah.
You see him, you instantly stun. But this is something that Shadow Demons have been doing, especially when they're in a spot where they need to defend the base.
See in the mid. They have got the lasso. Winter's Curse is going to be there. That's going to give Pleb the chance to put the BKB, get the Wukong's command out, and stand his ground for now. He is very, very low. Cold Embrace will give him a chance to heal up a little bit. Nubito's in on top of him with the BKB and the Chemical Rage, trying to chase him down. Pleb turns with a Balance Strike, but he will fall. They'll lose Pleb. But again, only he's just having a great time around the back lines. 3 dead. They may have got Pleb there, Brame, but they're losing 3 heroes. DGG being able to just overwhelm them pretty consistently in each of these team fights that they bring.
He's going for like more utility type of a build on Monkey King, having this SNY, having the Mage Slayer as well, so reducing the damage that they can do, and then a clutch heal comes from Wyvern to be able to prolong, like even in the inside of Wukong's command. But Alchemist just used everything, like he used the whole ulti duration and the BKB to try to kill him, and owned me one more time. Knows what he needs to do.
Yep.
Goes, kills the 2 supports, and the MTD plus the Windranger, they did manage to bring down Kunkka.
And Onmi's had a good couple of games in at least the victory they had early in this one, right? You know, you're impressed with his Night Stalker play in this game. The Leica performance looking pretty on form. So Nubito can catch, nothing to be found here. DGG, they'll back off, reset. Flag's done on MTD, so now...
MTD also needs a new neutral item. Has a Possessed Mask 27 minutes in.
That's not doing too much for him. A little bit large till he gets off the Sleight of Fist, but what else have we got? Of course, surely got to be something nicer. I guess arguably not at the moment.
There's a Grobo that Wyvern was holding. Nice. That's really good on him.
You get that debuff on everybody with a Sleight.
Yeah. It's 27-minute mark, so new neutral items are gonna drop.
Here we go. Oh! Lasso for loading. Definitely worth it. You don't want that man dropping any Winter's Curses. We'll see Pleb stand his ground. The rest of the backups coming in. They're still ready to fight despite Loading being taken down. In fact, Loading will buy back. Wants to re-enter this fight. Nubito commits in with a stun onto MNT. We'll get the trade.
Zeus, very slippery. Has that Ghost Scepter and also save that came out from Shadow Demon. Did buy enough time for him to get out of the trouble. Not your usual itemization coming out from the Zeus, but gets the job done.
Dire are scanning.
I'm seeing sort of a bit of an alternate build for Nubito, at least for now on the queue up. After the AC, he's going for the Butterfly, looking for that evasion. Did you like to see that, or... I mean, like, how much of a fan of this item? Or do you think it's only going to end up being countered? Or not concerning at all for DGG?
My Monkey King eventually is gonna buy his own King Bar, because like that's how you counter it. I think it's okay. Like
Okay,
you have
yeah.
window,
Yeah.
probably gonna be like 5 to 7 minutes, depending how much farm Monkey's gonna get, and then you're
Ooh.
playing against Lycan. So
That was a lovely remnant there from MTD, straight through the team. It's going to give the full information on the move that Brame was trying to make. They jump the backlines. Wish pots the BKB, but he's taken down through it. They get the 2 quick kills. Omi pots the BKB and the ultimate. They surround Nubito. Nubito popping the BKB, trying to stand his ground, but it's so hard against the 3 of them. He's going to opt for the TP out. Will get him out in time. 11 also tries for the TP, but the shackles there from MNT. Ultra kill from MTD. Yeah, fantastic quick dive there with the Aghanim's Remnant. Just being able to speedily jump to the high ground. He spotted it all out. And every single time, again, from him and Onmi,
yeah,
they find the backlines, they find the squishy.
And again, like Loadin find, like they provide vision for him.
Yeah.
Loadin
Look at
finds a
this.
good opportunity for another great curse. And as you said, like jumps into backlines, they use the curse and they bring him down. They almost kill him. They don't overlap any of the stuns. Like once you use that BKB and try to run, you're already too low HP. Also, there was no boat to mitigate the damage, and Alchemist, when he gets surrounded, he's just straight up dead.
Nubito was lucky to escape in those last few moments. Back in the action, the push up to the high ground. It's there. Pleb's got the Aegis. Jumping again from MTD. That's Spartan gone. Also ready to dive for more. Second Remnant in, closing the gap on Thug. As they'll have all the space here to take the tier 3. See if they can get anything more. Buyback has come out from Thug. But 11 and Spartan, they're out without the opportunity to return. Swish. Trying to slow things down here. It's BKB only just coming back online. He'll have to pop it immediately.
They're still gonna lose the barracks. Nothing was expended. Monkey King still holding on to BKB and also Aegis, and they're pinging it out. It's 8k gold lead against a team that has Alchemist on it, and
Yep.
yeah, you want to be ahead. Like these Alchemist lineups, we're talking about, like, if we talk about the previous game where you had 20, 30,000 gold lead with the Alchemist, like you can still feel that the games are kind of close.
It's a very tough game for Nubito to carry. And he's considering all the items. He's queuing up a Revenant's Brooch next. Looking to sort of have that ability to do some sort of magical punch. Maybe, I can only imagine, sort of through the high armor of the Monkey King.
Yeah,
during the
Monkey
Blue Cross
does
command.
have Mage Slayer, so these, so right now his magic resistance is,
Yeah.
let me check, it says 25, which is incorrect, but should be around like 40.
Yeah. No, he's queuing back up the Miona now. He's not going to go that sort of crazy, but it's a hard game for him to carry. He's just considering all the options here. I would imagine as well, right? I guess Revenant's Brooch, would that allow you to deal damage through Cold Embrace?
Yes,
It
it's
would.
magical damage,
Yeah.
yes.
So it could be something that could work against that. But sticking to the more standard here with the Miona pick up next.
They will need to bait. I want to see them not defend this tier 2 tower. It's much easier to just defend the base, potentially use disruption on someone preemptively and try to bait.
Should they get the catch on Nubito? He's gonna get the BKB off in time. They'll get the last one to MTD. And the Winter's Curse is there. The WEU's command down as well. Nobody under any sort of threat here on DGG as MTD's able to freely jump back up to the safety of the high ground. They're focusing Nubito, throw the concoction out, but the Lincoln Sphere on Pleb keeps him safe. Nubito's got to run, hiding in the trees as Pleb chases them down one by one. Nubito will die. 11 also to fall as Onmi runs him out. Shackle there onto Wish. Everybody dead on Brame. It's a team wipe.
This might be it. Pleb can do whatever the hell he wants in these fights. And again, Clutch Curse, which is also a setup for Chains, Shackles, Monkey's Boundless Strike. Brame, they need to start thinking about what's gonna happen, because they're gonna have 1 and 6 core, and they will need to play tiebreakers against 11 Monkeys and EU Rejects.
Yeah, it's not an easy tiebreakers to play either. That is going to be a right brawler between those teams, fighting to hold on to the spot in Division 2. That's yesterday. Brame, they may have had that one good win with the Alchemist, but here they tried it again in Game 3, and DGG, they were more than happy to let them. They've had the answer. As they'll continue to beat them down once more here as they look to close this Game 3 up, get the series victory. No more buybacks to be had on Brame. GG is called as DGG will take this series 2-1. And it's got to feel good right in this Game 3. The fact that you smashed the game without, you got to be smashed yourself by letting the